Good day, everyone. Welcome to Bird Speaks Tarot. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. This is a general reading and is for entertainment purposes only. So we are going to be receiving some answers that we've been looking for. We have 2 keys there, or a couple doors may be opening up to you where they haven't been able to open up before. Interesting. We have a cycle closing in the triangle. So, candle, maybe candle magic, or wishes, or birthday. We also have here what looks to be a fish, a fox, so something possibly tricky. We have, I want to say, a white rabbit, though it could be pink, so we could be talking about something to do with Easter, or, I don't know why I just thought breeding. I'm gonna have to look up that triangle. I feel like it's almost like 2 people plus a child, maybe, with the triangle. Or it could be someone who is a number 3 life path. We have a tiny little hibiscus there, so that could be something to do with your health. And we have a big red heart here, so we have love. Love is on the table. Now, I hope it's not a love triangle, but it is possible. We will see how that turns out. Now, I think that is pink. So we have a pink bunny and a pink flower. It's making me feel like this is coming together. It's kind of looking Eastery. I mean, bunnies represent more than Easter, though. If I don't figure it out now, we'll figure it out later. So it's almost like each of you has a key. There's a small key here and a big key. So maybe a big opportunity. And fish. Fish is, you know what? Fish is abundance. So I like that. And it does kind of look like a goldfish. It could also be a beta. I'm not sure. Betas like to live in small ponds and rivers. We'll see. We will see how that comes out. You know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit with that triangle again. And then as I'm folding or flipping my cards, I don't know if you can see that, but they're, of course they were actually giving the symbol of family. It's Bronwyn Cove 111, her tarot channel. She does that symbol, and since I've watched her for a really long time, it's also become mine. So thank you, Bronwyn, of Bronwyn Cove 111 Tarot. I know I know lots of readers watch other readers, so we just tarot all day long. So we have the South Node passed with the 33. So that number is always interesting. So you could have been dealing with a Mason in the past, or you could have been... I know the South Node, I believe, is in Virgo right now. North Node in Pisces, or that could be opposite, to be honest. No, South Node's in Virgo. I am correct. Which will be, well, what's today? So in 2 days, today is July 24th. This is a timeless reading, but as I'm recording, it's July 24th, and in 2 days, on the 26th, the North and South Nodes will be leaving Virgo and Pisces. Thank goodness, because I am a Virgo. So, I know it's funny, my email has Leo in it, but I am a Virgo. I am a cusper. Okay, so baby news starts. Somebody could be pregnant. This could just be a new beginning with you and your child. Your spirit guides are moving you forward. They're certainly here. I normally only take 1 card. We have 303 or 33 again. So 33 is a master number. 33s are pretty influential. or that is the path that they take. So you could actually be having a new business. You could be birthing a new business, something to do with spirituality there, or spirituality, Reiki, some sort of healing work. You could be a shaman on the other end of this reading. Again, something that is passed down 100%. This has been passed down from your ancestors. Whatever this is, this was a gift that runs in your DNA. Everybody is connected to Source. Some people are connected to different things, like you could be a healer. You could have, I'm getting something to do with animals as well. So you could actually have like an ability to really strongly communicate with animals. There's definitely a new opportunity. Again, with this key too, I'm wondering if it has to do, if you have a child or children, this could be some sort of family business. Because I'm getting that really, really strongly. Again, the triangle keeps coming out. Which, yeah, there we go with that white triangle. So a cycle is closing. There is a trine happening. Doors opening. There is a fox in the neighborhood though, so be careful. Fox like to eat those bunnies. That bunny is actually giving me innocent here as well. Innocent healing. I think you need to go sit in your backyard if you haven't already got a chance to enjoy the summer. Make sure you get yourself grounded. Plant those feet firmly in the ground. So we have standing stones or passage. So this feels like a big, if you notice the stars here, this is astrological. Whatever is happening right now for you is astrological. You could be a Virgo or a Pisces. If that's the case for a long time now, you've probably been experiencing some major transformative, I'm going to call them opportunities. Opportunities, of course, can come in the form of towers. Transformation, anything that was built on a faulty foundation has crumbled away at this point and is leaving room to rebirth something new. And of course, we're not going to be leaving everything behind. We're going to be taking the knowledge and strength, of course, that we've gathered through these types of towers. But it's time to go. It's feeling a lot more clear. I feel like those standing stones are a safe passage, not just any regular passage. I feel like you've done a really, really good job getting through whatever obstacles life has sent your way. I could, say, particular people have sent your way, but it's all in the grand plan, right? So we're about to restore innocence here. If we're having to restore innocence, that means that somebody tried to possibly make you look like somebody you're not. Or maybe you actually, you could have done something where maybe you've been a bit prickly. I feel like you've been going this alone. And this kind of reminds me of the card, Let Yourself Be Carried. Maybe you're coming out of this feeling a little bit roughed up. But it is time to leave that all in the past. We are birthing something new here. Mind that monkey actually is coming out in reverse. Which I don't think these cards are in... reverse. So this one, I think this is the guy you're going to be leaving in the past. This is the only card that came out in reverse. These cards usually, I mean, I don't flip them in reverse. Not these ones. Mind That Monkey. This is talking about basically shutting up those voices that are telling you you can't do something, or convincing you it's not the right time, or all those things that get in the way of you actually pursuing your goals, whether that be procrastination, it could be excuses, it could be the fact that people are sending things your way. And this is in reverse, so that is good. I feel like if you've been afflicted recently, say lately, we'll go Mercury retrograde. When Mercury retrograde started, about a month ago or 3 weeks ago, I feel like it brought in a whole lot of anxiety with it. Even in the pre-shadow of the retrograde, you could have started maybe looking for coping mechanisms, or thinking about old bad habits that you've already rid yourself of. Maybe it felt like there was like a dark shadow looming over you in a sense, and that was just to clear out the old energy once and for all. So I feel like you have minded that monkey, and this monkey is in the past now, whether that be in the past as of last night, or a couple days ago you've been feeling better. I feel like that this is something that would have happened recently. And now we're going to be restoring innocence, so we're back to baseline here. Man, those planets can really shake you up sometimes. I mean, retrograde sometimes works for me and sometimes doesn't. I feel like there are some dominating figures here. Maybe clashing minds. I get the feeling that these two guys don't get along. We have... this guy comes out as a protector. And this one is more predator. Now, this one is giving me more dominating mother figure, just because it reminds me of Brave with her crown and scepter on the floor there. So you could have been butting heads with a mother figure, possibly over... I don't know why I'm getting a lover, or these two were working together some way, shape, or form. So another name for a stag is a hart. H-A-R-T. So these two, I guess, if in the last few years your mother figure and your ex has somehow got together to... I mean, that is treacherous. That sounds like a worst fear coming true, to be honest. Give me a sec here. I'm Jerry Springer old. That's what we used to do when we got sick and stayed home and watched, we watched Jerry Springer when we were sick home from school. And that's what I'm getting in my mind, is literally a Jerry Springer episode. And it's weird because it's not in the sense that... I feel they were more colluding together to take something from you rather than... Now that could be your dignity. They could share a hate for you, which is insane. If you don't like somebody, just go away. Why do you have to create... Like, I personally would never do that. I personally would never go out of my way to create storms, I guess, in people's lives. Or, false narratives to make a community think things, or whatever it be. But these people did. These people got together. And they were very cunning about this. I feel like they tricked a lot of people. So if you're, I want to say evil stepmother. I don't know if it's your stepmother. I don't know if it's your mother-in-law. That would make more sense if it was mother-in-law, if it was your ex and mother-in-law, like him and his mom, for whatever reason decided to come up against you. But they really did a lot to not only trick you in some way, shape, or form, but trick everybody in the community. So this is giving me like boy mom and their narcissistic parent, but I'm not really sure if that's his mom or your mom. I mean, the worst I think would be your mom, stepmom or not. People were colluding, that's for sure. That is for sure. You know, I also am getting that I feel like there was something about you that was known ever since you were a child. And it's giving me like they were trying to hide this either from you or for them. Like maybe you had to come of age for something. But your guides have been with you ever since. Like I whoever I'm talking to has never felt alone. Even though they've probably spent a lot of time alone. So, also connecting, this has something to do, now, the past could be past this lifetime or past life. Almost like an initiation. Standing stones and passage. I don't think you're being initiated here, in the 3D. This actually feels to me like you are being initiated by your ancestors. They are the ones that are giving you safe passage, crossing realms, getting that upgrade. Whatever that upgrade may be for you, it could come out as a spiritual upgrade, like a new understanding of something, allowing you to move forward after all of this. Man, it's a mother figure working together with an ex. This is crazy. And here's the fox. They could have done something. When's Easter? April? They could have done something around Easter together. Easter dates. I think it's okay. It's the beginning, middle of April. They've could have done something in April together, possibly even using candle magic to either open or close or lock some sort of door here. This could also be the trine. Yeah. I don't know what that was, sorry. I'm in a weird mood today. Okay, so something about someone's reputation in the past. I feel like you have spent a lot of time possibly in your south node because of what these people have made you, they've made you out to be somebody that you're not, and people are treating you as such. And this has been going on for a very, very, very long time. I think if you could have, you probably would have moved. It's affected you in every area of your life. I'm talking to somebody that doesn't have any friends because of this. I'm talking to somebody who probably can't get a job unless it's a very basic survival job. There's no going forward than that. You may not even be able to get that. No friends, no potential mates. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know if you're looking, however. But, you know, I feel like it's almost like you're on an island of your own. It's like nobody else lives there with you. Nobody calls your phone. Nobody messages you. Like if you get a message on one of your social media accounts, you're like, oh, that's spam. You know for a fact that's spam because whatever these people have done to you, maybe in this life and another, you know, you don't have to take somebody out physically a lot of the time. All you have to do is really tarnish their reputation. I don't think tarnish is a good enough word. Maybe they thought that you were too confident, too popular, getting too much attention, and they were going to fix that. Maybe you smiled too much. Maybe these people didn't like the fact that you're a pretty happy-go-lucky person, and they wanted to make sure that you know that if you don't make them happy in some way, shape, or form, then they're going to wipe that smile right off your face. Maybe they had some sort of control over you in some way, shape, or form. Like, I don't know, maybe say you move to a place with an ex, and you're not really from there, but he's from there. This is just an example. And so they have full control of the narrative, right? So before you even got there, he's on the phone with his mom, and he's saying, yeah, you know, she's really jealous, and she's really, she's an angry person, she's mean, she's this, she's that. And you have no idea, obviously, because you're moving across the country to be with his peoples. Again, just an example. So before you get there, there's already some sort of narrative. They could even, God knows, they could say you're a bad mom. They could say you're struggling with drugs. They could say you're, oh, yeah, she's got mental problems. They have, before you even got there, they have painted this picture of you to give them some sort of a leg up, or I don't know, maybe they get sympathy over it, or basically they're able to control the narrative. You have no idea. You just show up and you're like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm so-and-so, and you know, you're this perfectly nice person, and everybody's kind of looking at you and maybe talking to you like, you know, maybe you thought they're shy, or maybe you thought, okay, this is how small town people are, or, you know, but nobody's really trying to be your friend, or everybody, it feels like when you come into the room, everybody stops talking, or you feel like you feel special, but not in a good way, right? Like, it's like people are like, how are you, Lee? Like, how are you? Like, you know, it's almost like, or if you say something, they just kind of look at you like they don't believe it. It'd be like, oh, well, I'm having a great time. I've applied for a bunch of jobs, blah, blah, right? I'm hoping that I can meet people doing this and this and this. And they're kind of looking at you like, yeah, we'll never, yeah, we know that you would steal, or you would... you know, maybe they were told that you got fired for stealing in your old town or something like that. None of which is true, by the way. But this narrative was taken hold before you even set foot on the property. So, like I said, everybody's had some preconceived idea of you that doesn't match or fit at all. And this is how, you know, you've had to... It's really hard when nobody actually mentions it to you. Can you imagine, like, being in a place for years and you just don't understand, like, you've had friends your whole entire life, you've been able to make friends your whole entire life, you've been a social kind of butterfly, it's never been a problem, all of a sudden you just move to this one place and it's just like everybody treats you like you smell. You know, vastly different from the rest of your entire life. Try to make sense of it, you just don't know, but people literally treat you like you smell. I don't know a better way to, you know, talk about that. Hi, Percy. Are you coming out this morning? You want to make your appearance? She has shed, and she looks beautiful. She's gorgeous right now. Hey, babe? You coming to say hi? I don't know if you guys can see her, can you? So, yeah, somebody... I don't know if somebody went to the crossroads. Somebody had a choice to make. Somebody made a choice. Somebody made a choice to do spell work. Whether that be just, word magic. Because gossip and slander is word magic. Did these people, this family, we got a family of rats here in the basement. It's really funny because when I first moved to a place, I was like, oh, I thought I saw a rat. And this person's like, don't you dare say that, blah, 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 blah. And they jumped down my throat and was like, if you spread rumors about us and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, whoa, I'm not spreading rumors. I literally thought I saw a rat in your freaking basement. And you're jumping down my throat telling me that I'm trying to ruin your reputation, saying that you have rats in your house when I literally was just trying to be, I thought I was helping. That's really weird how that connected back to me because I wasn't vibing with this reading actually. But that happened to me where I was like, hey, is that a rat over there? And they're like, keep your voice down. And I'm like, whoa, voice down? That's not the problem. The problem is there's a rat. Right? I wasn't saying, I wasn't trying to ruin your reputation. I was trying to, let you know that you should probably fix that. Anyways, that was weird. That was so weird. So, these people are word magic. It's funny because there's the book. They've been using word magic to ruin your reputation. They made a choice. They made a choice. I don't know. Have they been doing this since you were a baby? Is that why your spirit guides had to have your back so much? Is that why your spirit guides made themselves known to you at such a young age? Is because they had to protect you? Because you were surrounded by... I don't know, this is feeling like there's no way that's your mom. That's got to be like a mother-in-law or stepmom or something like that. Could be a mother figure as well. I don't know, if you had two moms maybe, or my mom had a best friend and I always called her my second mom, even though they weren't a couple or anything, but she was a second mom to me. So restore innocence. Yes, please. They keep doing this over and over and over again. I don't know what... I feel like they're also changing the story. I feel like these people have done so much spell work that these... I'm going to say witches. Let's just say this is the stepmom or mother-in-law or something. They are probably bald. They probably have skin issues. They might have weight issues, whether that be too small or too big. Whatever it is makes them feel and look like ass. And that's because this is all going back on them. Yeah. I wasn't going to jump there straight away, but I kind of have to. These people literally went to the crossroads to do spell work on you. They have made a deal with the devil. If you had a good reputation or a good, say these people, I don't know if they got a reading on you or there was a spiritualist or a shaman, where I live, that's a thing. Okay, we have that. We have lots of tribes. We have lots of, we're very multicultural, so there's a lot of different I want to say religions, or there's access to a lot of these types of things. So if somebody read your birth chart or your human design or something like that when you were a baby and was like, oh my god, in this lifetime, this person, maybe you're a... Oh my god, look we have all the... Okay, so you have, most likely, I am talking to someone who is or has a child who is a 11, a 22, or 33 life path. If you don't know how to find your life path number, Google it. It's super duper easy. You just add up the numbers. So you could be a master number life path, you or your kid, meaning that you have a very bright future, a bright destiny. You could be guaranteed to move from whatever was holding you back in a past life. Like, you're here to master things, whether that be master your emotions, it could be mastering addictions, because people incarnate here, like, say you, in a past life, you were, like, an alcoholic, or even, like, say in the past, like, maybe when you were 20 or something. You're here to transform. You're here to, like Percy over there, like pretty Percy over there, you're here to shed your skin. Your whole job in life mission is not to, like, be the best at a menial job, okay? Like, I don't even care if that's, like, social work or something like that. Not that social work is menial, depending on... that's a whole another conversation. I don't want to argue about CPS, because I could. But, you know, that wasn't your mission. Your mission was here to master your mind and to, like, go your own way and not to be held back by these people. Yeah. 33, 22, 11. I would not be surprised. You or your child is a master number, and you're here to master the art of, I don't know, letting go. Master the art of forgiveness, closing cycles. I know generational curse breaker is a bit overused, but we do have a cycle closing, and we have a trine here for you to be able to do that. So your life, honestly, could have been really, really hard, but you came in... before you got here, you're like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to master this, and I'm going to do this. And they gave you the numerology to do it. And you're doing it. You've done it. You're not... You know for a fact that you can't take it with you. So you can... Like a lot of people, you could have come in here and tried to get the biggest bank account. You could have came down in here, try to have, like, the best clothes or be popular or something like that. But that's not your mission. Your mission is... You're a healer. And the first... mission of a healer is to heal themselves in any way, shape, or form possible. Putting you at the top of the priority list. And if that means not working for a couple years, that's what that means. Obviously, you gotta pay the bills, but you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a tower coming in for these people. This fox was not foxy enough. They weren't able to trick you out of your spot. They took a risk. They took a gamble. I don't know how that's going to come back. I'm playing around with fire there, that candle magic. I mean, that's high school shit. Oh, it works, but... I mean, I feel like this is like an... This is a damn near elder lady who's doing this. She's sitting in her kitchen with her little... kitchen witch herb supplies, her oregano, and she's lighting candles against your love life, against your money there with the fish. They're hoping you don't get the answers that you need. Meanwhile, you've always had the answers you need. Who is this wicked witch? I'm gonna need the tarot for that. Somebody whose time's almost up. Wicked witches in your family. Possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. somebody that didn't learn their lesson, somebody who can't spy on you anymore, somebody that is a liar, somebody who's incredibly immature, and this is somebody in your family. This is a grown-ass lady acting like a Page of Swords in reverse. She has the mentality of a grade 7 girl. First of all, grade 7 is super fun. Grade 7, grade 8 was super fun. But I don't know if you remember, there was a lot of games. Yeah, they tried to create an illusion about you using this word magic there. And I think the bubbles burst. Tell me about this spell work being done repeatedly. Who's going to the crossroads? Yeah. Their plan didn't work. They're not able to take any further action, or their plan was for you to not be able to take any further action. It's not working out. Because they're a liar. I'm also getting that they're confused as to why or how in the world you've been able to heal from all this. I mean, they've taken everything. It is now to the point where everything they've said, people are like, okay, you know what? We were very concerned for you and feeling really sorry that you were dealing with a bunch of stuff. And then we're thinking, wow, this lady could actually write a book. This person that she's dealing with, this stepdaughter or daughter-in-law is like, I mean, this person should be in jail. From what this woman is saying, this person should either be locked up in a mental prison or in jail. If they were actually what this person says, there's no way, they're in no way are they free to walk the earth. With everything that this woman has told us, how does she still have rights to her child? How is she still like a mother without CPS being involved? How is she still able to make enough money to pay for all her own stuff plus some? How is she able to do this? Oh, she's able to do this because she's OnlyFans. She's doing OnlyFans. OnlyFans for old people. Yeah. Oh, she's selling feet pictures of her daughter. Yeah, this is the type of stuff that they're saying. This is what they're saying. They're saying you make your money in shady ways. This was an injustice. They almost were able to have this work for them. They were almost at this little rocket. I mean, see all the energy that they put into burning your life down to the ground, to isolating you to the point where you felt like you're literally on another planet alone by yourself. Yeah, they were almost there, but somebody said something that was so ridiculous and so obviously untrue, where people started saying, you know what? I've actually met this person. I've met them once, I've met them twice. You want to know something? I used to go into the store they used to work at. This person is nothing like what they're actually saying. And you know what else doesn't make sense? Their child is an amazing child. Super smart, super nice, well put together. So none of this is making sense. Like, obviously, if this person was this, that, and the other thing, then these things wouldn't be so. So somebody's lying here. Whatever they said, that one last thing just tipped the bucket. I don't know if it was the OF thing. I don't know if it was the feet pick thing. I don't know. Those are just examples, obviously. But it's something so ridiculous they weren't able to put a permanent ending to you. They weren't able to complete. I don't know if they were trying to make you take out your own self with all of this stuff or what their goal was. But, you know, people literally are looking at them as a liar. They can see, like, very clearly now that this person, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, immature, probably bald from all the spell work, probably having some sort of health issue from all the spell work going back to them. They're trying to avoid a tower here, but they're feeling pretty weak. They're going to have to let go of whatever they were keeping about you. Oh, that's why. That's why. Because there's money involved. A decision now has been made. Something that probably should have happened a long time ago. To give you this finances that, you know, the finances they told you you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, those finances. They're trying to keep a cycle open. But they're just looking like, I mean, the opposite of the Hierophant here. You know, I don't know why, but I feel like these people really, like, his eyes are like black. And I feel like the people you're dealing with are possessed. They're possessed. They're obsessed and possessed about trying to keep these lies on you. All because they wanted to steal something. Something that was given to you in the past by somebody who loved you very, very much. Possibly a water sign. What did they steal? What did this Emperor and Queen of Swords steal? Your fortune? Your, I don't know, years of your life, your years of your good luck, years of your good fortune, years of your good karma because you're a good person. You've spent maybe even up to a decade living under these people's lies. People looking at you like somebody you're not. Somebody you're not at all. Literally the opposite of what they've been saying. Not only are you not crazy, you're actually very balanced, you're very level-headed, you're very mature, very responsible. You know, not 100% of the time, nobody is. They're taking the little things that you've done, like pretty normal growing up stuff, and making it out to be, like, say this Emperor chased you out with a bat, chasing after you with a bat. They said you did that. They said, oh, she came after us with a bat. No, she defended herself from you chasing her with a bat. That type of shit. Like, everything is opposite. I think they've even had the help of somebody else, a King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What were they trying to steal with the help of this water sign, masculine? Something, an investment. Some sort of investment. They were trying to steal, so like a trust, or I don't know if it was a trust, or like I'm seeing certificates with like, I don't know, stocks or bonds. They could be bonds. I'm seeing papers and they look like, I can only describe it as, like, you know when somebody graduates, it's like an official looking thing and it's got like a seal on it and there's a signature somewhere. Yeah, it's something like that. So I don't know if they're bonds or some sort of banknote things. Very official looking. They tried to take you out for this. Whatever this money is, you know what's funny? It's probably not even enough to be considered Like, would you kill for $10,000? I would not. Some people maybe have a different answer to that. That's insane, but that is the world we live in. Watch your back, folks. Is it $50,000? Is it $100,000? You know, what is it? What's enough? What's enough to do this to somebody? To bring towers to their reputation, to literally go to the crossroads, make a deal with the devil, to either make somebody sick, and to do that repeatedly. Now, making you sick, were they making you sick with word magic? Where, I don't know, maybe you've been isolated for, that's a yes. Maybe for the last 10 years, you've had no friends, you've had no fun, can't even get a job for years. Like, we're talking about years and years and years and years and years. Well, guess what? This tower is coming back on you. This tower was made out of a faulty foundation. Maybe they thought you were either going to take yourself out or move away. And neither one of those things happened. And people are starting to scratch their head going, hey, wait, I thought you said this. I thought you said this. I thought you said this. Well, you know what? I've been this person's neighbor for the last 5 years, and not only does she not have men going in and out of the house every, 5 minutes like you would think, according to your statements, but they don't literally have anybody. Not friends, not family, not potential mates, nothing, nobody, not one person. The mailman goes there. Amazon goes there. Otherwise, nobody else goes there. I wonder why that is. It's probably because these people are starting to see that these people have literally just destroyed you. If you live in a small town, you know that you don't really have to take somebody out physically. You just have to do it reputationally. I'm sure there's a word for that. But I just woke up, so leave me alone. They couldn't finish the job. So, because they couldn't take you out with their, maybe they thought you were going to take yourself out with all of the word magic they were doing, with everybody treating you like something you're not, and you just, maybe they think at some point she's got to hate herself. Well, no, because guess what? We're standing in our own energy. We know exactly who we are. It doesn't matter what anybody says about us. What people say about us is none of our business. I know in my heart that I'm a good person. I'm of sound mind. I'm stable. I can take care, and not only take care, but do a really good job at loving my children. All by myself, thanks to you. And your repeated spell work. That's what you gotta say. They tried over and over and over and over and over again to take you down. Or to have you take yourself down. And they can't do it. And they can't do it because, I don't know, when you look at people, one of the gifts that your spirit guides gave you was discernment. And when people you don't even really like or respect start telling you that you're no good, it doesn't really work. Like, to me, if I had somebody who I really, really respected and looked up to, say these true things about me, true is the key there. I would have to really take a hard look at myself and make some changes. I'd have to get straight with me, you know what I'm saying? But the people that are trying to break you down and bring you down, these people don't have morals, they don't have ethics, they don't have a truthful bone in their body, which makes me not give two shits. It's unfortunate there are, what do you want to call them? what do you call it? Casualties of war, innocent bystanders. There's a lot of innocent bystanders in the mix. A lot of people who just, for, I don't know, I guess easier sake or not to ripple any waves type sake, just took what they said verbatim, word for word, and treated you as such. They're, to me, what is considered a casual or an innocent bystander. You can't be mad at the people you don't really know. You know, like, when do you personally go out of your way to make sure somebody that's saying something is, you know, indeed factual? Not very often, right? But this couple made a choice, and they're going to have to live with the choice that they made, because people are starting to look at them like, hey, dude, like, you're obviously lying. Why would you lie like that? What are you hiding? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, they could have even tried to send lovers your way to make you look like, say, paid, you know, lady of the night or something like that. They could have actually broken you, and these parents could have been responsible for a breakup. This Emperor and this Queen of Swords. And now they're trying to come in and burn your shit down. They're like, well, you know what? Slander didn't work. Let's get physical here. So now what? They've sent in a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius who's probably affiliated with organized crime and bad law officials to make sure you stay offline and not talk about your truth, which they were paid to do. Yeah, we got another player coming in here, and I don't think this one's playing for love. I think this one was paid. I think this one was paid to either take you out of this world. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius was working together with the King of Wands. They were paid. There's money been exchanged. This is how far these people are going. Money has been exchanged. What are they trying to do here? Money's been exchanged to what? Tell more lies to keep this Ten of Pentacles, to take your legacy from you. They want your legacy. They want whatever, it could be spiritual inheritance or actually financial, but this is what they're doing. But it's not working. It's not working. People see through all this bullshit stories. They see through it. You're getting the money back that they stole, and you'll be able to move to calmer waters. You'll be able to be confident, creative in whichever way you want. You're going to have lots of reasons to celebrate, and you're going to be able to manifest your own future. What they were doing was unsuccessful, and they will not be getting clout or independent wealth working for this. I don't know, maybe it is an organization. 33's here quite a bit, isn't it? Can't ever seem to get away from it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. My advice is stay single. Watch out for the spell work that they keep doing. Obviously, your guides are going to teach you how to clear it out every single time. So make sure you show them much love. Peace.